So I'm trying to figure this out, how we're not at a war, we have our own oil, we have our own gas, and it's gone up 35 cents because of a war in Iran.
How is this all impacting you? Gas prices across the country are climbing as one of the side effects from this war in Iran.
I'm old enough to remember when gallons, right? So if it went up, 7 cents a gallon, people were shocked. And now we're talking about 30 cents a liter.
Dan McTagg, who's the president of Canadians for Affordable Energy, says he expects prices to go up even further this week. So let me give you a bit of a snapshot from across Canada as the work week begins. According to Dan McTagg's website, the average price in Halifax today is $1.52.7 a litre. Montreal, $1.78.9 a litre. In Toronto, $1.58.9 a litre. Winnipeg, by the way, is the cheapest in the country, sitting at $1.43.9 a litre. In Calgary, it's $1.53.9 a litre. These are, by the way, all on average. Meanwhile, in Vancouver, the most expensive spot in the country at $1.88.9 a litre.
Are you kidding me, bro? It's not even done yet. What the hell? Because the war is going on right now, gas prices are diabolical. So let's find out how much it costs to fill up my 370Z. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. The prices haven't been this high in forever. I've been putting off driving her for a little while now. Now that it's not snowing as much, I thought maybe I'd take her for a spin. It's hard to pay for a car and insurance every month and have the car just sit. So you know what? Fuck it. Now I can't say it's garage kept anymore, but at least my baby's back on the road. Well, here we have it. The final number is $123 to fill up my 370Z. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're cooked. $1.49 for gas in Canada, bro. Yeah, GG's, we're hanging it up, bro. Canada, please end this war now.
When did gas get to be so expensive in Calgary? $1.53.
Oh, that's greasy.
That's really fucking greasy.
Yeah, it's greasy. Greasy.
Gas prices are up across the country. Experts aren't sure how high the prices could go.
No one can really predict where prices are going to be, and I wouldn't trust anyone trying to predict where prices are going to be in a month or next summer. But certainly, when we look at the trend is upwards.
Tension in the Middle East has put upward pressure on energy prices, as we know. In the Toronto area, the price for a litre of gas jumped 6 cents overnight. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTagg is predicting another 6 cent jump by tomorrow.
All right, guys, welcome back once again to the channel. Now, Canadians are waking up and noticing that gases are climbing and increasing in cost. I mean, their prices are increasing daily, and they are saying this is just an impact or side effect of the US-Israel-Iran war, and they are wondering, why is it so? Because Canada has got their own oil. Why are the prices skyrocketing and increasing? And not just increasing, but increasing daily. And it is also predicted that these prices are set to increase even further this week or even the next week. In this video, let's watch what Canadians are actually recording and saying and proving to us that in fact these prices are increasing in their areas and province. Then we shall be talking about it.
I think the cost of living in Canada has become unaffordable. The Canadian dollars at what, 72 cents? What are we at? It shouldn't be like this.
How are you feeling about the gas prices rising?
Not so good. Just bought a car, so I don't really like that they're going up and they're really expensive as of right now. It's just kind of sad as well why it's going up if you know the reasons for it.
Well, it's inevitable. We have all the gas we need in this country, so it could be cheaper, but it's just the way the system's set up. So
kind of ridiculous. Working for a HVAC company, we do a lot of driving, so averaging right now we're about $400 a week.
And how is it affecting your budget?
Like, the budgeting is not great. it's really expensive.
It's tough, right? Like, we're not making enough money to cover the cost for gas.
It would definitely be a better idea for people to use public transit now, I think, but just have to wait it out and see what happens.
Are you hopeful that the prices are going to get better?
Well, they have to get better. They can't stay the way they are. There's a lot of shift in this world, and this is obviously the reflection of it.
You might have noticed the price of gas has gone up recently. Gas stations like this one at $136.9 per liter. Analysts say there are a couple of reasons for that.
It's very expensive.
This is pretty high, but I'm in the area working, so it was the spot I needed to get fuel.
It's very, very expensive here. I'm driving Uber driver. We need less gas.
One reason for the price hike, the current war between Iran, Israel, and the United States. Analysts say the closure of the Strait of Hormuz has led to the price of oil rising.
So as soon as oil prices go up globally, it transmits through all the different parts of the economy. And in Edmonton, just like other places where refiners know that they're going to have to pay higher prices for the oil that replaces what they're selling, they pass on that to consumers pretty quickly.
Another reason for the spike, price cycling, a pattern of large increases followed by large decreases.
It's probably going to be a slightly higher upward trajectory courtesy of the increase in wholesale prices than you would normally see in a price cycling situation because of this ongoing conflict.
Experts predict gas prices could bump up by another 13%, but there's no certainty of how that might play out at the pumps.
I'm Uber driver, so it's going up. Yeah. So we feel bad.
Additional $20 to $30 for every day, because usually I just put $100 in my truck, and now I'm putting like 120 to 130, so I'm missing my lunch.
Well, drivers are really feeling it here. GTA gas prices have jumped by more than 10 cents a liter over the past 2 days, with the average cost now hovering around $1.47. And analysts are forecasting another 2-cent increase overnight as Iran continues to threaten to attack any ships that sail through the Strait of Hormuz, which carries about 20% of the world's oil. The conflict has many Middle Eastern countries pausing their oil shipments or shutting down production altogether.
Many vessels, majority of vessels, don't want to go through that strait right now, which is creating a huge backlog to the extent that some countries in the region, including Iraq, have been halting their production. They cut their production of oil by around 1.5 million barrels just because they don't have any outlet to export and their storage is full.
And some countries, including Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, are attempting to reroute their exports by relying more on pipelines to transfer oil to different shipping ports. But experts predict gas prices here in Canada will remain elevated until shipments can safely resume by sea.
There's a lot of talk about rising gas prices in Canada and how people are feeling the pinch at the pump. Now, a lot of this does have to do with the conflict in the Middle East on the price of oil. But our government also has policies in place that increase the cost of our gas anyways. You'd think that, hey, you know what, guys? During a time of crisis where we're already facing a cost of living, affordability, and a food crisis, we should pause these policies that make gas more expensive for Canadians. But no, they're just sticking to their guns. They do not care about Canadians that have to go to the pump. They don't care, or else they would pause things like the clean fuel standard so that it doesn't increase the cost of gas when Canadians are already struggling. Oh, don't worry, guys. The groceries and essentials benefit is going to offset this. Don't worry, guys. They got it all figured out.
Bro, I might have to cop a Tesla at this point, man. 156? If I'm going to be honest, it's probably going to go up even more. This is all because of the bakwas that's been going on in the Middle East, caused by 2 countries. One of them that was like, oh, there's not going to be any wars. And then the other one's been doing wars for decades, bro. I just pray everyone's okay, man. I'm very thankful that I'm not in one of those countries. Honestly, yo, guys, a Tesla is not that bad, right? I've been inside a Tesla. It's a pretty nice car. But yeah, this needs to stop, bro. And it's going to get worse and worse.
Yo, them gas prices are looking like we finna start staying at home, yo. This gas price better not be the same come summer because we gonna be inside. What do you mean gas is 1.5? Like, what? I haven't seen these numbers in over a year.
Gas prices are rising in Canada, and not just because of the Iranian war, but because of something more insidious. Israel and America's war in Iran has recently driven up gas prices, especially in Canada, where gas rose by 30 cents a liter. But oil companies will purposefully gouge prices to take advantage of global crises and bring in huge profit. And while crude oil did go up to $120 a barrel, that price reflects oil futures, which is heavily influenced by traders. Oil futures are being driven heavily by speculation and expectations about future supply, especially during global crises like this, but not the current amount of oil being produced. Oil companies have a history of price gouging during crises like the 2022 Russian-Ukrainian war, where the 5 biggest oil companies brought in $250 billion in super profits as energy prices skyrocketed around the world. They blamed refining costs or supply disruptions, but these concerns didn't stop them from increasing their profit margins to rake in these profits during this time. And we're seeing this again with the Iran war, where gas is up $1.50 even if crude oil is down to $88 a barrel. These companies are taking advantage of this crisis to get as much money out of us as possible, even with no signs whatsoever that Canada is going through an actual oil shortage. And they can do this because no one is holding them accountable. This is not supply and demand, but an exploitation of a humanitarian crisis.
You know, when such things happens in a country, those who are feeling the heat are citizens, not the leaders or who are causing these things to happen, like the increase of gas in Canada. Now, who are being affected? Those Canadians and those citizens who are using their cars to report to work daily, or a long distance people who are delivering services to Canadians, or Uber drivers or delivery guys who are delivering goods and commodities at doorsteps of Canadians. These are the ones who are affected. It is affecting their productivity, it is affecting their budget, and it is affecting how they operate. They will have to reduce or take less jobs because of the fuel increasing or the gas increasing in prices. And Canadians are asking a very simple question. Why is these gas prices increasing overnight and prices are skyrocketing overnight every day? And yet, we as a country, we have our own oil. What is literally happening? Why aren't these people saying anything or something about it? And even what's heartbreaking is that these prices are expected to increase. They are not getting relief that this war in Iran, it will end, and then these prices. And also the question is, how does the war in Iran affect the gas prices in Canada? These are not my questions, actually. Those are Canadians asking this question. But if you know, or if you have a matrix, or if you can join the dots or literally know what is happening behind the scene, consider telling us in the comment section. It will be so nice for us to learn from the people who literally knows what is happening, because Canadians have a lot of questions concerning why is gas increasing, yet Canada has got their own oil. Tell us in the comment section, what do you think, and what are your current gas prices in your province or in your region, especially people in Vancouver. You've seen they are the ones who are affected the most, and we should have to think why. They are the ones who are facing the impact the most. So where are you watching this video from? What are the cost of gas in your region, your province, your city, or your town? Tell us in the comment section, and see you in the next update.